Hey everybody, this is Random Vaughn coming to you live from Danks Wonder Emporium, and today on Chronicast number 114, I have the absolute pleasure gonna be smoking up with my main man, Quinn. Quinn, it's just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Ooh, that's how we're gonna do this. Me and Will Smith. So we don't normally just get to be the two of us smoking.
No, normally it's the wake and bake.
Yeah, so guys, if you're watching us live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Periscope, and now even Twitch, and now on top of that, Live Me, I hope you guys are choosing to smoke with us. We're going a little old school here today, Quinn, going back to doing what we used to do every single day, smoking on stuff that is not in our shop. Viewers, we don't want getting us blown up saying, hey, why can't I come in and buy that in 30 minutes? This stuff we are smoking on is not in our shop. I'll obviously remind everybody about that. So, Quinn, we got samples dropped off. Have we had this company in our shop before, though?
We had a very special drop off of their Orange Kush.
Yeah, just like one strain
Orange
at
Crush.
a crazy Orange Crush at a super crazy price.
Oh, yeah, it was like $4 for a gram and $10 for an ounce, or just something crazy.
It was crazy, and so everybody bought it up right away. And then they just come to us and say, hey, now we have some new stuff.
Yeah, and he said, okay, so let's get you our top product.
Okay, so this is their top shelf product.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and just remind me, who are we talking about for the viewers at home? Who are we talking about?
We are talking about Earthly Organics.
Earthly Organics, and
That is Earthly with an E and Organics with an O.
well, since I am dyslexic, I wouldn't know how to spell either of those words anyway. So I think that's actually how you spell it. So what are we talking about when we're talking about Earthly Organics? Where do you know where they're located? Are they?
I believe they are over in the Spokane area.
Okay, so that side of the mountains.
Yeah, the other side of the mountains. And,
Gotcha.
We are in Olympia, Washington, and we are on the west side of the state. We are on the wet side of the state.
There you go. Yeah, I would agree on the wet side. It doesn't feel very wet right now, though. Going to be 102 tomorrow.
That's nuts.
So, yeah, I'm sure the people that love to watch over in Spokane do not care of us complaining about 102.
No.
They're like, that's like every day.
Yeah. They're like, that's
so-
winter.
That's what, yeah, I feel it. So, obviously want to get in on this. Guys, once again, thank you for tuning in. We go live every day at 4:20. Hope you guys are smoking with us on this episode of the Chronicast presented by Danks Wonder Emporium. Quinn, what are the three strains we get to smoke on today?
So we have some lovely Granddaddy Purple.
Ooh.
A nice old school strain, very popular.
Is it purple at all?
It's not as purple as some of the
more-
GDP.
Yep.
Like that Green Acres Granddaddy.
It is just nuts.
That was just stupid.
Yep.
Then we have some sour Chiesel, which is sour diesel crossed with UK cheese. So I bet you I'm excited to smell this.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's
would
going to
agree.
have more of like a gas, or if it's going to be cheese, or if it's just going to smell like a monster truck rally.
I'm going to go with the latter. The Monster Truck Rally
Monster
is
Truck
exactly
Rally.
what I envisioned. Okay, speaking of ballers, the hacking of HBO is all out there. Supposedly multiple episodes of Ballers that you can get early, as if you actually want to do that with your life. Quinn, did you see the last episode of Ballers? Do you choose to do that with your life? Do you choose to have the Dwayne Johnson in your life every Sunday?
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Do you choose to have him in your life on a Sunday night basis?
No, and I don't know what Ballers is.
Okay, so it's his show. He is an ex-football player, now a financial advisor, and basically runs around with other football players. And
Based
tries
on
to,
true story, right?
Yeah,
Based on
of
Jerry
his life.
Maguire.
Yeah, based on Jerry Maguire. So he, at the end of the last episode, which had no connection to basically anything, he drives a monster truck, crashes it, gets out of the monster truck, and then tells the crowd that he's bringing a football team to Las Vegas.
Well, that's how you got to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Isn't Las Vegas actually getting a football team?
yeah, that's why they wrote into the
Yeah.
script this season. Yeah, they are getting the Raiders. I think it's a done deal. They're just building the stadium. It's 2 years. They move there in 2 years, and then they are the Las Vegas Raiders. That
Las
poor
Vegas
team,
Raiders.
yeah, has moved around so many times. They wanted to go back.
What's Oakland going to do now?
Well, dude, Oakland, like, just also with the A's, they refuse to build team stadiums, and I mean, I know the A Stadium had sewage flowing into some part of it at some point.
I mean, but that's just a minor inconvenience.
It's a minor inconvenience. It really helps ticket sales.
It really does.
Okay, as I've completely derailed the show, guys, you are actually watching the Chronicast. I do apologize. Obviously, Quinn, please get us back on track with this Earthly Organics. What is the third strain we're smoking on,
The third
Quinn?
strain we are smoking on, which will be the final one, is a strawberry sour diesel, which is strawberry cough crossed with New York
Sour diesel.
sour diesel.
Nice. Okay. So some great strains, known genetics, very commonly known genetics, which is kind of nice. Like yesterday, we were smoking on
Guana banana.
yeah, guana banana. However,
Guerrilla warfare.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Space race.
Yeah,
Man,
exactly. Like,
I don't think I've fully recovered from yesterday's Chronicast.
dude, I hope, guy, if you watch this show a bunch, or if you don't, and this is your first time watching, go back. YouTube's got the whole episode. Watch yesterday's episode. We literally were so high, we didn't know how high we were.
Well, because he's watching, I'm just going to say it put Chris from Alice Group to shame.
Ooh, throws down on Instagram. That's how we do this. We love having our audience and then trolling
And then
them.
challenging.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
we. So, anyways, which one do we want to crack open first? I'm going to read the test results because we didn't do that. So the sour Chiesel. There's actually no second D.
Sour Chiesel.
Chiesel, thank you. The sour Chiesel is testing in at 23% THCA. Which one do you got there?
I got the Granddaddy Purps, which is THCA is 27.7.
Ooh. And then I got the strawberry sour diesel coming in at 19.5, which I will say the strawberry genetics normally doesn't push.
Yeah.
I very, very rarely see it super, super high. And guys, I'm just going to bring this up. Well, Quinn just opened one up for the podcast listeners. He
I
just
opened up the Granddaddy Purple.
the old school Granddaddy Purp.
And it doesn't really have a lot of nose going on there. It doesn't have that grape. It doesn't have the kind of that red wine.
Wow, you're not getting that grape?
Or at least not in the jar. Maybe out of the jar, or when you break it open, it's there.
I get the berries. Like I get that perp. Oh yeah, holy
when you
shit! When you
crack it
crack
open.
it is all there. It's all that grape.
Oh,
Is it?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
there
when
is.
you crack that is all there.
Yeah, and it smells like dinner wine. It smells like
Yep.
like a red wine.
So the one thing that we didn't, guys, if you normally tune in, you know we always have Monday through Friday. We're on at 4:20. This is like the weirdest week ever. We didn't have a Monday show, so it feels very weird. So we didn't get to talking about the big news that Leafly once again broke. It's weird to like reference Leafly as like a breaking news organization,
Right.
But they literally have like they blog constantly.
They are on it.
Yeah, and so like I have to say, here's the one thing I will say. I like Leafly, one, because they are a new tech company, meaning they never had a magazine. So they don't have like that forced cabal of like, no, we're just going to release news once a month when we get our magazine around to it. We got to hold on to this stuff. And so it's like they just want to keep like anything that's news, they're just blowing it out on their website, right? But they broke the story of Peaks, the testing lab, being actually shut down. They broke the news that
indefinitely
that they were
suspended.
doing. I'm going to use the word fraud. I don't give a shit. Like that, the actual news report's like, oh, we found some irregularities and they
What do you
need to
mean?
improve their systems.
52% flour.
Yeah,
is normal.
Yeah, exactly. So those guys are actually shut down. They are shut down not just for like a week. They are shut down until they fix their systems and then have another audit. And then get to the Liquor Control Board, the Liquor Control Board agree with the audit, and then get their license back. So pretty major stuff. But the one thing I'm bringing that up is I believe with Peaks being shut down, we are going to see an entire decrease in test results over the next, I think, very quick now.
Well, yeah, because they were testing over half the market.
Yeah, 50%. I mean, that's literally. I was up in Calgary talking about that, about like what was going on with testing labs and how that's affecting everything and why this is happening. So I just want now when we are talking about tests like this, I'm assuming this stuff, I specifically look at it, that it was tested by Peaks. But when you see 19s and 23s, I think those are going to become much more common numbers than 32s and 35s. So for the podcast listeners, Quinn is diving into the Granddaddy Perp. I'm going to just say while you're cut me off to talk about the flavor, but I love these little jars. I think they're great for grams. You can see it well from the bottom. It's just a nice jar. The black lid, obviously, if it doesn't do this, they don't put the extra cap in it for the seal to really get it real tight. But I do just kind of like how cute and quaint they are. They stack easy, at least for us being budtenders. So from a packaging perspective, like, I'm not going to say it's the best packaging I see, but I am going to give it 3.5 stars. I like it. The thing I don't like is the fact that they're choosing to seal, because you still have to put some kind of seal on this to make the lid approvable.
Yeah, but
they're sealing it with the barcode, and that I don't like because too many people then tear and can't then
So
return
did you
it.
notice that the jars are little magnifying glasses on the bottom too?
I don't think that's like a true maybe it is. It just seems like there's extra glass. Like, see, if you see it from the side, how much thick glass there is. I don't know if it's an actual true concave magnifying glass, but it's easy to see through. There's no big prints here, so like that is where you should see it.
Right.
So it allows them to put a bigger sticker on the front, and I like how they're having like fun with the colors, fun with the graphics.
Well, and I really like the
stuff.
jars because like these little tiny jars, because the nugs are big,
Small.
fat, and beautiful.
Yeah.
And they're 1 gram nugs.
Yeah,
and
they're literally
they
just
look good. They're not squished.
All of these have one nug. Like
Yeah.
there's not like a couple. It is this nug.
So before I tell you about the flavor,
Okay.
I got to say that on the trim job, that was a great trim job.
Yeah. No,
That was a very well manicured looking nug. The
looks hand trimmed.
Hand trim. It is hand trim.
Okay.
Indoor, and it was a nice dense nug.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say for nug structure, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
For trim, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5.
So here's the one area where I'm just going to go. I agree completely with you. Trim job on this, 4 out of 5 stars for sure, hands down. They're definitely doing that quality for a top shelf product. I love that. I felt that the nug structure was good and like a 3.5 stars because of the dryness. This felt a little overly dry, especially on the crack. Just to me, like it needed just like I would say that like the humidity of whatever the moisture in the nug is down in like that 3 or low percentile instead of more like that like 5, 6, 7, 8, which you would still have that like, oh yeah, no, it's still there. So that was my own thing. It feels like it's going to burn a little quick. Did it burn quick for you?
It did kind of burn down a little quick, and you can see that it's still kind of going there.
Okay.
The flavor, though, the flavor was definitely a lot more present than the nose was.
Really?
And
before the crack.
Before the crack.
Okay.
It's a really grape flavor. And again, the only way that I can ever explain this strain is like it's a really, not a Merlot, but it's a really, really nice dinner wine. Like it's a nice red wine. It's just kind of got that earthy note into it, that grape, and it's all there.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. So I am such a huge fan of Granddaddy Purp. It is purple Urkel crossed with, I'm blanking. That's my Purp. What is the other fucking
This
parent?
is your jam, Random.
I know. I'm failing. It is the end of the day. It's after 4:20. My brain doesn't work.
Right.
You guys just wheel me on this show in like cart.
Well, and nobody has any idea of what we did today.
Yeah.
Too. So I can imagine why you're fried. 'Cause
Yeah,
we just had a bunch of fun shooting commercials.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, definitely be on the lookout. You're going to be seeing some more crazy things of me and Quinn doing what we love to do. But anyways, the flavor that comes through from the parent genetics on this, it's hard to ever have anybody not love a Granddaddy Purp flavor. You know, some people don't like that strong indica, and I want to talk to you about that. Is that coming through? Are you getting that classic Granddaddy Purp feeling in the body?
So interesting is it was immediately straight to the dome. Like
really?
There was just this sense of like, like hit me right behind the eyes.
Okay.
And then it was gone. Not really feeling any in the extremities, not down the back.
Interesting.
Yeah. But
so when you said to the back of the dome, it not stony, just like stop you in your tracks.
Yeah.
And like you're not talking, you're not thinking.
Yeah,
it is
you're
just stop.
You're just going. Oh, I need a second.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That is what I'm. Yeah. So that I always like that. So what was the test results on this Granddaddy Purp again?
The test results on the Granddaddy Purp is 27.7.
So in your opinion, with that high test result, with that quick hit, does it live up to that 27% test result?
I would say that immediate, yeah.
Okay.
One thing that we didn't say is this would be $10.25 for a gram.
Okay.
And $33.25 for an eighth.
Gotcha. So with that price point, it's mid-shelf. The eighths are cheaper than Liberty Reach. I love how we literally use Liberty Reach as this guiding compass. But
we just got asked what we were smoking on. We are smoking on Earthly Organics. We just hit some Granddaddy Purp.
Hope you guys that are watching on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, and now even LiveMe and Twitch. Hope you guys are smoking along with us. Back to the Granddaddy Purp and the test results and that nature on the indica basis. Do you feel that it is a more clear indica to you? Is this something that you could function during the day, or is this, if you smoked more of it right now, that it would basically just be that kind of couch lock? Are we talking couch lock for Quinn?
This would definitely be something to where I would prefer this in the evening. I recommend when somebody tells me that they want a good indica after work, I pull out Granddaddy Purp. That's one of my go-to strains. This in particular, again, with just that immediate hit, that feeling of okay, you lose focus for a second. Mm-hmm. I would say that this is more of an evening strain. This is something where, yes, if you want to just kick your shoes off and chill out on the couch and just kind of zonk out for a second, this would be good for that.
Gotcha.
Not overly heavy on the body effects, but a little bit more cerebral.
Okay. Interesting. With that one, I guess we're going to get down to the final either star rating or just go straight to the buy, try, or puff pass. What would you do with me for a full star rating on this? I'm just going to recap for those just tuning in. Earthly Organics, I gave it a 3.5 on the jar. I think you gave it a 3.5, 4.
I gave it a 3.5.
Okay. And then on the nug structure, we were all 4 to 3.5. You were a little higher than me on the nug structure and the trim job. We were both high on the trim job. Mm-hmm. And then on the nose, I basically gave it, I will give it a 4.5 on the nose because I personally felt that because of the crack, how good it was after the crack. That's what I
was lower because it wasn't, when you open the jar, there was no overwhelming.
Okay, yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
So what were you on the nose? Are you talking more like
I was
3?
3.
Okay, gotcha.
3 on the nose.
Okay, so and then coming in on the one seems like a 5 out of 5 on smoothness.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, super smooth. Definitely top shelf. Definitely well cured, and no good flush. And then on the flavor, it was actually more flavorful in the smoke than the nose to you. So you were giving that a what?
I give that a 4.5 out of 5 on the flavor.
Fantastic. So with that, what is your total overall? Give me the rating based on that $10.25 price point or 33 and some change on the eighth.
The eighth price is nice because that. If this were to be something that we carry, that would put it on happy hour. And as everybody knows, happy hour is 25% off of mid-shelf, $30 to $37.
$30 to $37. Any eighth between $30 and $37. 25% off every day after 7/10.
And shameless plug.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, we just have to keep it straight for ourselves.
Absolutely. The gram feels a little bit high for me. It's 25 cents above traditional $10 a gram.
Yeah, not a good price point.
So for me, I would prefer this to be right around that $10, maybe just a little bit under, $9.75, $9.50. Mm-hmm. I would give this a great try. This would be something that if you're looking for quality and you just kind of want to explore the shelves and what's out there,
and maybe you're looking for just a good. Is this indoor? It looks indoor.
This is indoor.
Yeah. So if you're looking for an indoor hand trim Granddaddy Perp, this is definitely not a bad one because it's got good test results.
And
So
it's hard. It's hard to put it up against what we did yesterday because yesterday was indoor.
Yeah.
Yesterday was hand trimmed.
Yeah.
Yesterday was holy effing shit.
Yeah. Dude, that's the one thing. Like, that's the great thing about doing the show every day is because things literally are competing back to back because they're clear and focused in our memory. You know, and people are even watching, they like, hey, I watched yesterday that you guys, I don't see you literally stupid stuff. I mean, like yesterday was stupid stone. So
yesterday was forget what room you're in.
Yeah. Oh, what are the lights?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's a little brighter. Anyways, getting back to it. Obviously, more to smoke on it. So strong try.
Strong try.
And I agree. I agree with it. It is a good try. It is very tough right now with Croptober right around the corner to get excited about basically anything at indoor prices because you know things are going to get so nuts here so soon. And so that's the only thing for this. As this episode, just a reminder, guys, we are smoking on stuff that is not currently in our shop. If you hear us list prices, those are prices of what it would be if we pick it up. You can't come in 30 minutes and get this stuff. We have been doing that on other shows. I just want to completely remind people multiple times during this episode that we are back to the old school Chronicast of you guys getting to see what we do behind the scenes to determine if we're going to pick something up. So
let's move towards this sour Chiesel. So sour diesel crossed with UK cheese, testing at 23% with a 0.4 CBD. Before I open the jar, Random, what do you think this is going to smell like?
I like the concept of the truck rally. I think the sour diesel is going to overcome the UK cheese.
I think it's going to be like a sweaty monster truck show.
I think it's going to smell like your smelly socks.
You smelly socks?
Your smelly socks.
My smelly socks. Well, that is weirdly specific that you would know that. But you might be right.
Yeah.
You might be right.
I'll call Rose.
Okay, here we go. Here's the test. Monster truck rally or
Quinn's?
My gym socks.
Your gym socks.
Gym socks. No, it really has a strong cheese to it. There's not really much of a diesel that's coming through on it. And that is a big looking nug too. I
like the nug. The dryness on this is better than the last one. It is dense and solid.
Man, that cheese smell stays with you.
Oh, dude, that's such good cheese.
That is a cheesy cheese.
Man, I'm gonna hand that back to you because you can do the crack on this one. But
it kind of smells like Cheetos. It kind of smells like Cheetos. Out of the jar, shaking it around.
Yeah,
you kind of get a little bit more of a diesel, but it literally smells like a Cheeto.
I get the Cheeto. I'm just trying to place the actual.
It smells like a Cheeto at a monster truck rally.
It kind of smells like, have you ever gone like the vats of the Cheese Whiz that like when they put on the classic Philly cheesesteak sandwiches?
I have never seen a vat of Cheese Whiz.
Really? All the times you've been going around the country, that's just shocking to me.
That I've never
seen a vat
of Cheese Whiz.
Yeah, that is what put Bill Clinton into like the triple bypass surgery. He went and ate the original Philly cheese like place in Philly. And they, because it's just thin slices of beef, Cheese Whiz, and then I think they put onions on it. I don't even know if they do that, like on the original.
So, Chris from A-List Group, have you eaten a vat of Cheese Whiz?
Please let us guys know. Hit us up in the comments. And then why don't you guys tell us what you're smoking on? We're happy to talk about that. We really, on this show, have not been really... we're replying in the comments. Hassan does a great job, but us here live, we have worked on a bunch of different ways.
Are really small.
Yeah, we've been trying to work on ways of seeing and reading stuff. We've tried the Wake and Bake show. We might be bringing that back. But anyways, without further ado, Quinn, if you want to start breaking that nug up, I'm giving this one on the nose. Once again, guys, we're not going to redo the jars. We've already given those ratings. But on the nose here, this is one episode I didn't silence my cell phone, and that's when everyone's going to call.
It's always got to be something.
I know, exactly. So, but guys, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, Live Me, and now even Twitch. If you guys haven't followed us, I highly recommend following, especially on YouTube. Follow and then hit that notification. Then it goes and notifies you when we go live, and so you guys don't miss out. We go live every day at 4:20. This is Chronicast number 114. Crazy that we're all the way up to 114. Presented by Danks Wonder Emporium. Quinn decided for the podcast listeners decided to smoke it out of a pipe this time.
Out of Predator.
Out of Predator.
So really interesting. That is all diesel flavor.
Really?
No cheese flavor until you just let it kind of sit in your mouth, and then it tastes like cheese.
Overcomes.
But the immediate is just a strong sour diesel.
Nice.
Really diesel. Really gas.
So the one thing is I do find when we have, our other Budtenders, especially like sometimes our female Budtenders, that diesel is when they really get turned off. Are you a fan of the diesel?
I am not a fan of the diesel.
Oh, okay.
I like the hazes. I like the amnesia haze. I like the strawberry mango.
Gotcha.
I like those kinds of crosses. Really bright on the flavor, I guess, is a good way to explain it.
Okay.
I love Jack Herrera. I do love Jack Herrera. I love the flavor of Jack Herrera. More so now than I have in the past.
It's just really kind of taking over.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. People's flavor profiles of what they like changes over time, and I think when we smoke as much as we do here on the show, I think that is bound to happen. Of either your palate expands or moves in a more specific direction. Like if you were even a daily smoker and you always loved citrus, by being on this show and smoking a bunch, you would naturally widen out and start to like other things.
We're gonna tangy you out of tangy.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you would eventually get so run out. Guys on Periscope, really appreciating the comments and
so we just had a question of if, we are not producer processors. We do not grow. We're not that smart.
We just smoke it.
So we just had a question about what is the preferred way to cure?
Interesting. So, I mean, I'm going to just say that there are some guys out there that they're doing it in like reusing wine or whiskey barrels or liqueur barrels. Like, I think that is super cool. I don't know if it really improves it, as long as it's not getting powdery mildew or mold. But like that just seems like a cool concept. Obviously, a lot of the now when they go to the larger scale, I think the most common is starting to become like 5-gallon buckets with sealed lids.
Yep.
Once you're going to these just where you're bringing in thousands of pounds, it's changed from the ball jars of where you can fit 1 ounce in. Obviously, they had to change that up. So I don't know what the actual norm is. It seems for most people that what they're doing now in the rec is they are getting it bone dry to avoid any mildew, molds, dry rot, those kind of things, and then going from there. I don't think the cure process is as long, because also people have become very fickle about harvest date. And so when you get further away from that harvest date, if you did do a very long cure process, people will be like, oh, that's old weed, where it's like, no, dude, they were actually curing it for 6 months and making it amazing. And so that's something definitely difficult that our state is having a tougher time with. Quinn, any other thoughts or comments about how in the past you've either seen people cure it, or when you've known how the curing process where you've enjoyed it more?
No, I mean, nothing past the old school in a jar, keep it where it's dark.
Yeah.
Burp it. And then call it
always
good.
Burp and fluff.
But yeah, I don't have the answer to that question.
Yeah, so if there are any producer processors watching I believe that question came in on Periscope, definitely tweet at that person and let them know how well you guys do it.
So back to this sour Chiesel, I'm really enjoying the effects of this sativa, or sativa dominant.
Definitely sativa dominant.
And man, everything all said and done, that was a stinky cheese. I'm going to say this was a buy.
Ooh. Okay, well, obviously those effects are creeping in, so let's just remind people at home, we did just smoke, which I love the cross name on this, Sour Chiesel.
Sour Chiesel.
It's just fun to say. Sour Diesel crossed with UK cheese, and it tested in at 23%. Nothing done knocked there. And then It was phenomenal nose and great on the cure, so not as dry as the previous one, and great hand trim job. So I mean, all the ratings are in that 4 or 5 stars all the way up. We both agree on that. Once again, ridiculously smooth, 5 stars on the smoothness. Even smoked it out of the pipe. The flavor profile immediately popped, and the effects are basically immediate.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're going to talk more about those effects in a second. But from that, what is a star rating that you would give it? I know you're saying that it's a buy at the $10.25 price range, which is a tough one to get a buy at that price point. 33 and some change on the 8th. If we had it in the shop, once again, guys, just a reminder, this episode, Chronicast number 114, we are once again back to the old school of smoking on stuff that isn't in our shop right now. We are showing you behind the scenes of what it's like here when we get samples, and we smoke them, and decide if it's going to to shop. You guys are going to see it live. You guys
get to see how we make the decision.
Yeah, exactly. The decision with LeBron James. Only on ESPN.
Out of 5, the price point on the gram is the only thing that is making me hesitant, just because of how the market is being so hyper competitive on price. Everybody wants the best quality for low price.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't want to I don't ever want to disrespect anybody's products. I mean, they put the time, you guys put the time into it, we put in the time to this, so it's a great symbiotic relationship, but it's a really competitive market, and you have to look around the shelf and what who's your competition real estate wise.
Yep.
And so all of that being said, I would say that this is a 4.1 for me out of 5.
I can see that, and a 4.1 that normally is a buy.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Some coming in.
That's normally that's not a jumping out of your seat.
Yeah, but it's like
I would show this to people.
Yeah, I would agree. Sour Chiesel
Sniff jars.
Also, yeah, sniff jars, that would really move that. Especially a sniff jar that had where you could really see the nug on how good the nug structure is. I would agree with that. Okay, so what is the last one we're smoking on Quinn?
Recently becoming one of my favorite strains.
Ooh.
Or actually I should refrain. Refrain. Wow.
Yes, please refrain yourself. This is the Chronicast. Hush, hush.
You need to stop going to monster truck rallies, Tanzer. Strawberry. I have a strawberry diesel testing in at 19.5%.
So what do you need to rephrase?
It is becoming my wife's favorite strain because for some strange reason, every time I smoke strawberry diesel, then we go to sleep, I wake up in the middle of the night, dead asleep, and I give her compliments. And she says, I am so sweet. Yep.
That is so interesting. You're just
what a great weed.
Yeah.
You are wonderful.
God, that is man, do you need to have your relationship saved? Here, smoke this.
Smoke this.
That is literally the magic potion.
Oh, you were a dick today?
Oh.
Here,
boom.
Smoke this.
Smoke this. That is hysterical. I would love to meet the person who would smoke this and then be like, I woke up in the middle of the night and just insulted them. It worked the complete opposite.
I'm normally a really nice person.
Yeah, really. I smoked this.
I just juggle and hide.
Oh my God. So, that would be hysterical.
Smell that.
I'm going to.
It smells really really gassy.
Yeah.
But then it has the hint of the fruit in there.
Man, that is they are getting some interesting combos of these crosses of man, that is an interesting.
That's a really good sugary.
Yeah.
Diesel.
Once again, this nug is a little more dry like the first one. So I'm going to go down into the 3 range for the nug structure and the cure. I'm cracking it. Yeah, that flavor's still coming through where it's very sour diesel, but the hint of the berries right on top of it. Really fighting.
It makes it nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The strawberry really helps the sour diesel. If you're not a sour diesel fan, definitely kind of takes that edge off.
Yeah, it smells like a strawberry cheesecake at a gas station.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah,
a strawberry. God
right?
Damn it, Quinn! You get me sometimes where I'm agreeing with you, and I'm like, what did I just agree to?
Oh, why did I sign that?
Yeah, why did I wait? We're at a gas station. Why am I eating Cheesecake Factory at a gas station? Did I just need more gas?
How did you get Cheesecake Factory at a gas station?
Yeah, how are they? Man, they really want more sales.
So
that's weird.
What would you say out of 5 stars for that trim job.
Dude, that's a 5 out of 5 on the trim job to me.
Yeah.
This trim job is nuts. Whoever these guys' trimmer is, I would recommend giving that person a raise almost. I mean, it is just nuts. Like, it is legit.
Or have them teach a class.
Yeah, exactly. Like, can that person come do a studio in-day training trim job seminar? Because there's a lot of other companies we could have watch how this person trims to improve.
I hope they're watching. They go, ooh,
That's
that's me.
I would love. Okay,
That's
so
me.
I'm going to just do this. So for the person, because they could track this, for the person who trimmed serial number 387-3805-2636-8114, big shout out to you. Great job. Like, that is
Good job.
2 thumbs up.
2 green thumbs up.
Yeah, there we go. So anyways, I wonder if they ever, like, those people ever get that kind of recognition of, like, man, I trimmed that. Because they are just, dude, at this level of recreational, it's just like, just moving. You know what I mean? And so that's the one thing is, like, when you see this kind of quality go into a trim job, you normally don't see that now in recreational.
Right.
In my honest opinion, even the stuff that's hand trimmed, more times than not, I mean, it's good. It's kind of that good enough. You know what I mean? It's not where it's like that old school, like, every little thing is just perfect. And because a lot of stuff is sold sight unseen to retail stores. We get samples and then we place an order, and it's already come.
And then and then we hope it's what the samples were.
Yeah, exactly. That is one thing. So for the podcast listeners, shout out to SoundCloud. Hope you guys are doing okay at SoundCloud. But what is the flavor on this strawberry sour diesel?
So on this, I smoked the strawberry sour diesel through Bong Jovi, through our nice beaker bong.
Yep.
And
You love beaker bongs.
I do love beaker bongs.
Yeah.
The flavor of the diesel is not present, but there's a really almost candied fruit flavor. I'm not going to say strawberries right out.
Yeah, but it's a candy.
But yeah, there's almost a sugarness, like a sugary flavor to it. And then as it sits in the bowl, you can actually kind of smell
the sugar.
The sugar.
Interesting. So I know a couple episodes ago we played what candy does this taste like?
Right.
Is there any way that you'd be able to place that
Ooh,
candy?
I don't know.
Tough question. Well, guys, once again, while Quinn ponders that, you are watching Chronicast number 114, presented by Danks Wonder Emporium, and we are smoking on Earthly Organics flour. We have smoked on their sour, God, I'm totally gonna mess it up, Chiesel, and then we are currently smoking on the strawberry sour diesel. And the first one we smoked on was their old school Granddaddy Purp. So can you place the candy?
Yes, I can.
Ooh.
Yes, I can. And I'm being very legitimate here. I know I say a lot of things.
Say a lot of crazy shit on the show.
I know. I know myself. But legitimately, this tastes like those fruit slices that are just like 100% sugar, 100% just horrible for you.
I know which ones you're talking about.
32 cents for a lifetime supply, and you buy them at every single gas station. It's just right underneath the Bic lighters and right above the condoms. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. I know that shelf. I'm good at that shelf.
Yep. Wait, the condom shelf?
No, the shelf right above the condoms.
Oh, the shelf right above the condoms.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it tastes like that. It tastes like that kind of a fruit candy where where it almost tastes artificial.
Yeah. No. I completely hear you on that one because those candies you never like eat one of those. You're like orange.
Yeah.
Or grape. It's just like this tastes like fruit.
This is why I bought it.
Yeah. This is why I want that sugar.
Yeah.
I love the sugar. So interesting. I would have never guessed that this strawberry sour diesel by Earthly Organics was just going to be all candy.
Well, and so comparing it to the strawberry diesel from Doc Croc.
Yep.
Doc Croc was the complete opposite end of the spectrum. It was all diesel, all gas, no fruit, nothing but just, it was almost like a true sour diesel.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that.
This is a complete departure from that. And I think that this is probably, I love Doc Croc, but this is probably a little bit more true to the strain, I believe. Because,
you believe this is more true to strawberry sour diesel than Doc Croc's strawberry sour. That's more sour diesel.
And I think so because even smoking that strawberry mango haze from Liberty Reach,
Yeah.
it has almost an artificial candied taste to it.
Interesting.
And this has that as well. I would have expected a little bit more sour diesel through it.
Yeah, obviously.
But
dang good.
not complaining.
I would say I would put a total of 4 quarters, or you could call that $1, against the bet that if you smoked in a pipe, more sour diesel would come out. Quinn is willing to take up that challenge.
Oh, I'll do it.
Yeah, so
I don't back down.
He does not back down. This is the Chronicast, number 114. So, guys,
I worked out in high school.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't.
So, guys, you have been watching us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Periscope, and now Twitch and LiveMe. Guys, greatly appreciate you tuning in today. As this is, we go live every day at 4:20. We've been smoking on Earthly Organics. This show is presented by Danks Emporium. And with that, once again, I'm just doing a lot of reminders. This is our old school style shows. We are smoking on stuff that is not currently in our shop. You can't come in here in 30 minutes and get this or pick it up. We are showing you the behind the scenes of us smoking and making the decision on if we're going to carry this product. So you get to see it way before we even make the decision. And then, if we place an order and then get that order. So just a please heads up there.
Now, and don't forget, we can always show you similar products that we do carry.
Very true. Like, as you just mentioned, we have this by these guys and this by that. But so the big question is that if you're just tuning in, we are wanting to know on the strawberry sour diesel, does the sour diesel flavor come through if you smoke it in a pipe instead of a bong?
It does. It does. But it's not that overwhelming diesel.
Gotcha. So that candy flavor is
it kind of kills the candy flavor, that it kind of kills the sugar, but more so what comes through on the flavor of this strawberry diesel particularly is the fruit. It was just really interesting that out of Bon Jovi, it actually you could taste the sugar. You could legitimately place it to those artificial candies. This is has more of that weed diesel.
Yep.
Just that.
Yeah. So that's the one thing as we were even mentioning yesterday of when I'm talking to people and they go, oh man, I'm really looking for this flavor. And I go, okay, are you smoking out of a pipe or are you smoking out of a bong? Because now I'm going to show you different stuff.
Yep.
And I think that's something by what we do really allows us to really find what a customer wants and get them kind of the best experience for the weed that they are smoking.
So and the strawberry diesel is a good introduction to somebody who wants diesel, where it's like, they're just beginning to realize that things have names and it's all
they've just come from Texas.
And say, oh, my friend had sour diesel, and you're like, have you had that before?
Yeah.
You're like, no.
Yeah. Well, do you like diesel flavor?
Have you ever? Yeah. Have you ever just been at the gas station and like, no,
Did you eat paint chips as a kid?
Maybe we should get you some strawberry sour diesel.
Yeah, let's ease you in. I like that analogy. I think that's actually rather smart. There are definitely some people that come in and it's like, oh, let's try the Chem Dog.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Do you I will get it for you, but I just want you to know exactly what you're getting. We just want people getting what they want and knowing what they're getting. So they're happy because, hey, we have the return policy. And if they don't like it, they can bring it back. So
Exchange policy.
So with that, guys, if you're just tuning in, if you are local and you haven't, and you're just tuning in for the first time, at Danks Emporium, we have a 100% satisfaction guarantee exchange policy where if you get anything with THC in it and you don't like it, it's 2 indica, 2 sativa, or you just don't like the flavor, stop smoking it, bring it back. We'll weigh it up, trade it out in weight, and get you something else, get you in-store credit, get you something else in the shop that you're going to be happy with. And so when I do the shorthand, obviously here, me and Quinn do the show every day, I was just trying to provide some context to when we say, you can just bring it back. I still do believe that we are the only shop in Washington doing that. I haven't sat around to verify that, but from what we're told, that's basically we are it. But that comes from the medical days where we obviously came from, and so we love providing that to our customers and patients. But anyways, I've derailed the show with too much factual information.
We are unique New York.
There you
Unique New York.
My name is Random Vaughn. So, Quinn, with that, anything else on this episode? Did we get to the strawberry sour diesel a buy, try, or a puff pass?
We have not gotten there, and I'm going to say that this would be a buy.
Ooh.
This would be a buy
At
with
10.25 a gram, 33 and 1/8. It's a buy.
It's the only thing. The gram's the only thing that's really just kind of like
tweaking you.
Yeah.
It's such 10.25. Yeah, I would
it's
say
hard.
I'd say if it was 10 and 33 on the 8th, maybe even 30 on the 8th. I would say 10 and 30 on the 8th. I think it would be a slam and buy.
Oh yeah, I mean that it would be a nonstop diesel train.
Yeah, of sugar. Yeah, this is like a train powered by diesel. It's a diesel train delivering pounds and pounds and pounds of sugar. I love it.
That's the only thing that's keeping me from jumping out of my shorts for it.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, this would be if we carried this, if we make the decision to
put this in the shop,
this would be an absolutely a buy.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, that sounds good to me. So, guys, just once again, we here on the Chronicast number 114, presented by Danks Emporium, have been smoking on Earthly Organics. I want to give a big shout out to Earthly Organics. Thank you guys for coming down, dropping off samples so that we could smoke them, try them, tell people what we think about them. We couldn't do the show without you guys, so a big thank you there. We've been smoking on Granddaddy Purp, Strawberry Sour Diesel, and the Sour Chiesel.
Sour Chiesel.
Just fun to say. And I'm just going to reiterate, Granddaddy Purp was a try. The Sour Chiesel was a buy, and the Strawberry Sour Diesel was a buy as well. So some interesting info there. As we said, these are not currently in our shop. You guys are seeing the behind-the-scenes footage of us making the decision of, are we going to carry these products? We have, for those loyal customers, loyal watchers, we have had Earthly Organics in the shop before. All that stuff sold out. We do not currently have, we don't have any flower by them. They did a super crazy price drop off, so the prices we're talking about right now are
which we thank you for.
Yeah, we love deals, and we love passing those deals on to our customers. We're always on the hunt out for those. But with this would be their more standard pricing, their top shelf in jars product.
Now, actually, as we are sitting here having a very positive Chronicast here, I just would also like to remind everybody, we not only did they hook us up on flour, but they hooked us up on oil as well.
Yeah.
We have $10 grams of shatter.
That's them.
We have $10 grams.
Yeah, that is Earthly Organics.
That is Earthly Organics.
Yeah, and those, we don't actually have that much left of that. That has actually been flying out. So obviously, awesome. Guys, if you love deals on oil, stop in, take a look at that. We have that, and then kind of the next other still crazy deal, which we do still have some left, is the $15 distillant, which is insanely priced. So, yeah, with that, guys, this has been Chronicast number 114. Quinn, it has been an absolute pleasure smoking with you. I always love it when we get a chance where it's just the two of us, and we don't got to share the table.
Yeah,
or the weed.
No. Oh, I watched this crazy document. Do you know why sharks stopped eating clownfish?
Let me think about that. I do believe I know the answer. Give me a second. Why did sharks stop eating clownfish? If you know the answer out there, if you're watching the show, please chime in. Sexy Stoner Couple says yes.
Oh, they know why.
That they know why sharks stopped eating clownfish. Quinn, why did sharks stop eating clownfish?
They tasted funny.
Oh, and with that, guys, this has been the Chronicast number 114, presented by Danks Emporium. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for watching. We go live every day at 4:20. Hope you guys have been smoking with us. And, guys, we will definitely see you tomorrow. Remember, always live higher.